Now, while tax day is here, many people have had to work outside of their office due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And if you're one of those people, you could be eligible for a tax refund. Neil Fisher breaks down the work from home tax deduction and when you could be receiving some of that money.
When businesses shut their doors during the COVID-19 pandemic, many employees began teleworking or working from an office in your home. If you're one of those people, there could be money coming back to your wallet.
Those who work outside or have no connection to where their principal place of work normally is can request a refund.
With communities across the state of Ohio seeing an increase in telework, many employees are eligible to apply for this refund. But for those of you that work and live within the same city, Kevin Preslan, the income tax administrator for the city of Cleveland, says nothing would change.
If you live in Cleveland and work in Cleveland, regardless of whether you telework or not, that money is going to be tied to Cleveland because that's where your principal place of work is, whether it's at an office or at your house.
For those of you that live in one city and work in another, there may be benefits to applying for the tax deduction, but there are many factors that play a part.
It kind of really depends on, the type of work you're doing, what the rules that are in place for your employer, what your tax rates would be for where your resident city is in comparison to Cleveland's.
If you plan to file for a work from home tax deduction, you're likely going to wait 6 to 8 weeks in order to see anything back.
We focus on refunds throughout the year, but we will put an increased focus on that once we've essentially closed out the busy months of the calendar year for us.
So if you worked from home over the course of the pandemic, Preslan suggests consulting with your accountant to see if it's something that can benefit you.
The process of handling the refunds isn't new to the Central Collection Agency. However, they are seeing those increased numbers of telework, so plan on it taking a few weeks to see those returns.
Neil, I feel like this is a great story because like so many of my friends in the pandemic, all of our lives have been changed because of it, working from home, childcare, so many things that really kind of need to recalibrate in the pandemic. If you're like me, you've probably already filed your taxes. Can people still get in on the refund if they filed already?
Absolutely. If you filed already, you can head over to the Central Collection Agency's website. They have a list of tabs there. You go to the refund worksheet and you fill that paperwork out, and you could see that refund in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Totally worth it because, depending on what your situation is, it's definitely worth looking into at least,
Why not? It may benefit you, it may not, but it's always worth checking it out.
Yeah, you got to have some information like how much the taxes are, where you work versus where you live, but definitely an option. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Neil.